Oh my goodness, you guys, we're here. It's happening. Woo! Welcome to Grounded, Wild, and Free TV. You guys, I am so excited about this relaunch of my channel. I have been wanting to do this since the beginning of the year, but 2020 happened, right? But here we are. And so today I'm going to start by sharing a little bit about my story and sharing with you the number one thing that I needed to develop in order to take me from a corporate worker bee and member of a religious cult to where I am today, a digital nomad, traveling the world, living the life of my dreams, and running my own aligned business that I just love so much. So guys, first I want to quickly introduce myself and give the chorus of dogs over here a moment to express themselves. Shh. Okay, there's just gonna be dogs in the background of this video, sorry. Okay, so first let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Eva Peterson and I am a certified life coach. I help creative, free-spirited people develop self-trust, become grounded, and find clarity in their life and their work. I am so passionate about this work and I am so excited to connect with you. So if we don't already know each other, please comment below and introduce yourself. All right, so my story. Let me take you back. The year is 1985. A baby girl has just been born in rural Missouri. Just kidding, we're not gonna go back that far. Okay, the year is 2015. The place is New York City. I'm not doing so hot. I had just begun to admit to myself that the career that I've been working towards for 10 years is not really what I want to do anymore. I'm also a leader in a very intense church that many have rightly called a cult, but I'm starting to question their teachings. I'm living in a tiny one-bedroom apartment in Harlem with 3 other women, and each day I go to work and then I go to church events pretty much every single night. I am absolutely exhausted. I am suffering from chronic migraines and regular panic attacks. I'm also yo-yo dieting because I had gained quite a bit of weight because of the medication that I was on to try and help with the migraines. And to cope with all of this, I am eating crazy amounts of chocolate. Guys, crazy amounts of chocolate. It's embarrassing. The woman at the Duane Reade below my office knew me and my drug of choice, M&Ms, by name. It was kind of sad. It was rough. It was a really hard time. And for a long time, I was just stuffing down the unfulfillment at my job, the questions I had about the church. I was medicating my body, my migraines, my chronic fatigue with caffeine and supplements and more supplements. And then there came a point where I just couldn't do it anymore. I described it to a friend as my soul was dying. And I know that sounds dramatic, but guys, that's what was going on. I wasn't listening to my inner voice at all, and me, my essence, who I am, was just shriveling and withering away. And at some point, it became more difficult to stay in that really depressed state than it did to just get uncomfortable, ask the hard questions, and do the hard work to figure out my life and reclaim my life. So I decided it was time to grow a backbone, to do the hard and uncomfortable work, to let myself explore the difficult questions and to ask, who am I without the 2 key things that I had built my identity around? Eva the architect and Eva the Christian evangelist. I decided to listen to myself for the first time in a long time and to respect my inner voice. I decided to no longer prioritize the thoughts and opinions of other people over myself. And guys, that was hard. It was a really hard period of my life. And honestly, it took me months to leave the church. And it took me another 1.5 years to leave my job. It wasn't easy. It was a real dark night of the soul, if you're familiar with that term. I lost my identity, my community, my apartment, the large majority of my friends, but I gained so much more. I reclaimed my life, my happiness, my health. I redefined my worldview. I reestablished my connection with my intuition. I aligned with my soul, and I began to trust myself again. And guys, that's where it all began. That's that one key thing that I had to develop in order to make these massive life transformations. Self-trust. Trusting myself over the thoughts and opinions of others. Since then, self-trust and my willingness to listen to my intuition over all else has led me on some crazy adventures. My intuition led me to quit my job and become a digital nomad, traveling the world. My intuition led me to the tops of mountains in Nepal, all the way to the depths of the Amazon jungle in Peru. It has led me to the discovery of my life purpose. It has led me through so much healing. My trust in my intuition is what led me to where I am today, living a life of true freedom and running a beautiful, aligned coaching business that I absolutely adore. The past 5 years or so, since I've been living aligned with my intuition and soul, have not been all sunshine and roses. This alternative lifestyle definitely comes with its unique set of challenges, and my self-trust has waxed and waned for sure. If you happen to be a creative, multi-passionate, free-spirited person like myself, then you know we have our challenges. But I always come back to my intuition, every time. So next week, I'm going to share with you how I have cultivated such a deep connection with my intuition and how I've stayed aligned and focused on my soul's purpose while living this wild, crazy, fun, nomadic life. You guys, I am so freaking excited about this channel. I will be sharing techniques, practices, and tips that have transformed my life and that continue to transform the lives of my clients. And please hit subscribe if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss any of these videos on Grounded, Wild, and Free TV. Guys, lastly, if you have any questions about this video or requests for video topics that you'd like me to cover in the future, please drop them in the comments below and I'll be reading those. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're here and I'll see you next week. Ciao.